5 years ago, I started a new startup. It failed. I said, okay, let me try another startup. My second startup also failed. I tried a third startup, and guess what happened this time? I failed. So with 3 failed startups on my LinkedIn profile, and as a result of that, 1 failed relationship on my Facebook profile, uh, I was sitting at home, dejected, depressed. 70% of my life savings were wiped out. Perhaps that was the result. That was the reason of my failed relationship. But one thing was common amongst all these setbacks. That was my reading habit. Since childhood, thanks to my elder brother, he always used to say that, Amrut, whenever you are stuck up with the question, what next in life, read random. Read random. Both the words were equally important. Because he said that we so-called highly educated people like everything methodical. I read only fiction. I like only Harry Potter. I am only a self-help guy. No. He says that don't read only what you like. Read what you need. And we rarely know our own deficiencies and flaws in our personality and character. So read random is a very safe bet. So during my childhood, he used to play a trick on my birthdays. He used to tell all my friends and their parents that no gifts as toys will be allowed on my birthdays. और कुछ देना ही है तो only books. In short, I never enjoyed my birthdays. So surrounded with books and no toys to play, I got introduced to Akbar Birbal, Arabian Nights, the works of Rabindranath Tagore, and they literally transported me through time by connecting with my inner emotions and stimulating my imagination. And after I passed my 10th standard, he said that, Amrut, now you are grown up, you should start reading non-fiction. Well, वो क्या होता है? No, I thought that as a child, books means only stories and fantasy and fiction. Well, नहीं, ऐसा भी एक genre होता है. And he gifted me a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And after reading the book, I got so angry on my parents and my teachers that nobody even uttered the word called financial freedom, passive income, active income क्या होता है, why rich become richer and poor remain poor, is because poor people focus on active income. Yeah, they work for money. Rich people make money work for them. They work on passive income. So that even if they go on vacation for 1 year and come back, the system has generated more cash for them. I said, boss, कुछ बड़ा miss किया है मैंने ये. The 10 years of education was not real education. So, and then came the monk who sold his Ferrari, Chanakya Niti, how to win friends and influence people. And I realized that the more I know, the more I come to know that there is a lot that I don't know. And so how many of you have some books lying at home right now? Few books? सबके घर में? Yeah, I'm sure. Don't have to raise your hands. Can somebody tell me with surety and 100% confidence that you have read each and every book that is lying in your house right now? Only one hand. See, 2 hands. So what I realized, I realized the power of reading habit. But all my friends used to buy books, but never read them or half read. Yeah, and I realized that reading habit and books are not synonymous. It's like having dumbbells at home and lifting those dumbbells. There's a difference, right? So I decided that, okay, let's start helping people. I found out from a book written by Swami Vivekanand, and I realized why I failed in my 3 previous startups. It was all about me, my profits, my wealth, my progress, my success, my promotion. Yeah, and from him, I realized, and there was a paradigm shift in my mindset from what's in it for me to what can I give? How can I help others? How can I serve more and more people? And let money come as a byproduct of my passion. And I was doing exactly the opposite in my previous startups. The starting point was money. This is the next big thing, let me try. Isme paisa hai, so let me give it a try. I never bothered about my passion and how I can help others. But this time I decided, if at all I try a 4th startup, it has to be a social startup, and I just have to help people around me. And I realized that I should help my friends who buy books but they don't read. And the solution was not just providing books for free or at a cheap cost, it was to help them read, make them read. So how do I do it? I can do it on WhatsApp. Everybody reads jokes on WhatsApp. So the elderly people say that the youth of India is not reading. I don't agree. We are reading. But we are reading Santa Banta jokes, and jokes on Pappu, and Alia Bhatt PJs, and those non-veg jokes. Yeah, honest smile, huh? So how about bring some instant gratification in reading? Because reading, exercise, meditation, they all are good habits, but we never get that sense of urgency to do all these things. कभी सुना है क्या? Oh my God, मुझे काम याद आया, मुझे जिम जाना है. आप कभी नहीं सुनोगे. That is the last thing you do at the end of the day, and that never comes. Tomorrow never comes, right? But we fall prey to the instant gratification activities, yeah, because our brain is made to do so. We hate to do activities which give you delayed gratification. For example, pav bhaji or green salad. What will you choose? Instant gratification. See? Yeah? A Kapil Sharma show or a Steve Jobs interview on YouTube. So the problem is that we give in to the thrill of the moment, the momentary pleasures. But we know that the success and happiness lies in doing things of delayed gratification. But unfortunately, if I go to the gym for 1 month and come back, कुछ फर्क नहीं है, वो चर्बी वैसी ही रहती है. Yeah, great things take time to happen. Yeah, you can't have a baby in 1 month by making 9 women pregnant, right? So how about bringing instant gratification in reading by making some summaries of these great books and share them to my friends on WhatsApp? Let's give it a try. And so in those days, APJ Abdul Kalam had just passed away. So I read his book, Wings of Fire, Agnipank, autobiography of Abdul Kalam, and made a nice 20-minute summary and shared that summary with 10 of my close friends whom I really cared for, and told them that please read. If you like, please share it with your friends along with my WhatsApp number. To my surprise, within 1 week, I got 1,000 requests from unknown people who were not my direct friends. And I said, the idea is working, and I named it as Mission Make India Read. And this time, I did not expect anything in return. I just have to motivate them to read books. And I made a formal commitment to everybody that every Wednesday, a summary of preferably a best-selling book, you will get on WhatsApp. And the numbers started increasing. Within 1 month, there were 50,000 readers on my WhatsApp contacts. And one fine day, I took a small survey and asked 1,000 people, did you read my last week's summary? 80% said, no, I was busy. I was busy with my wife. Ek to bola, I was busy with my friend's wife. They were all taking so casually. I said, I was so disappointed. The whole idea was that because you don't get time to read books, fat books, I am here to give you 20-minute summaries. आपको वो भी नहीं पढ़ना है? WhatsApp पे छोटे-छोटे 2 लाइनर आते तो पढ़ देते. बड़ा message आया तो we skip. That was happening. So everybody was sharing, but nobody was reading. And Mission Make India Read ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो रहा था. I said, okay, I will read out for you. And I decided to record the summaries in my voice. अभी सुनो तो at least. Yeah. But then something was holding me back. So a Marathi guy whose Marathi accent might come in English. Yeah, I'm not a RJ or a voiceover artist. So I had that inferiority complex कि लोग मेरे पे हंसेंगे क्या? Will people like my style of reading? For example, the correct pronunciation of fundamental is the right pronunciation. I used to say fundamental. Market. You're supposed to roll the tongue on R. Market. I used to say market. So something was holding me back from taking action. And as I said, the golden words of my elder brother, whenever you are stuck up with the question, what next? Read random. And I stumbled upon a book called How to Be an Imperfectionist by Stephen Geese. What a unique name, Imperfectionist. And since childhood, my parents, my teachers used to say, Amrut, be perfect, be perfect. I still remember, I was in 6th grade. I had scored 99 in science. I was so happy. I was waiting for my dad to give this good news. My dad is a farmer. I was waiting in the balcony. My dad came on scooter. I shouted, Baba, Baba, I got 99 in science. My dad stopped the scooter, looked up. Ek mark kidhar gaya? Perfection. I mean, I'm not complaining about him, but parenting is an art after all. But the author says, imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Perfection के चक्कर में हम कुछ करते ही नहीं है. Now, the author doesn't say that गंदा काम करो. He says that there is a difference between perfection and excellence. Perfection means flawlessness. जब तक मेरा काम एकदम सही नहीं होता, मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा नहीं. Now this comes with ego, right? It could be Excel sheet, a PowerPoint, a song on guitar, or an audio summary. Excellence में Even if you think you have achieved 70% of accuracy, share it with your friends, share it with your boss, put it on Facebook, take feedback in the right spirit, work on those flaws, and gradually reach excellence. Iterate it again and again and reach excellence. This is the right approach. And I said, yes, I have to take this approach. At least मुझे English बोलना तो आता है. Forget about the accent. And the fear that I had, कि लोग हंसेंगे क्या? Not a single person laughed at me. It was just in my imagination. And I asked them, dude, it's far away from perfection. Why you did not laugh at it? And they said that, Amrut, you are a chartered accountant. You could have easily made dollars in Dubai. You have quit that and you are trying to walk the path which is least traveled. We wanted to do something like this, but we could not because of responsibilities or fear. But you are doing it. We see ourselves in you. So we want to support you. And they said, they gave me authentic feedback. Thoda pakau laga, thoda modulation la, thoda pitch upar niche kar, add some music. And I started working on those flaws and improved my voice audio. And that was an instant hit. People started listening to my audio summaries the way we listen to YouTube while commuting in train, bus, while jogging, while cooking. And then young boys and girls from college students, they started demanding, "Tu hamesha serious books karta hai re? Learning wala, self-help, productivity and time management. Thoda romance, love stories bhi karo na." And I said, yes, they are right. I'm not reading for myself. I'm reading for India. So I have to sacrifice my personal taste. So I started reading Chetan Bhagat, P.S. I Love You. Just imagine me narrating a story like 50 Shades of Grey with lots of emotions and modulations. And then suddenly, I got an email from WhatsApp that you are banned from using WhatsApp. They thought that I'm doing some cheap marketing or spamming because there were 5 lakh people reading or perhaps listening to my book summaries. So I immediately came up with a new idea, asked few of my friends, can you help me to come up with a nice mobile app? Now see, this is the power of higher purpose. The higher purpose was reading habit. Book summaries is just a stupid excuse to keep books relevant in your daily routine. Okay? The higher purpose was reading habit, to make India read, to cultivate the habit of reading amongst the youth of India. Without charging a single rupee, they helped me to come out with a nice app called Booklet. And इसलिए शायद लोग मुझे Booklet Guy करके बुलाते हैं. Guy मतलब English वाला guy. So Booklet, Make India Read, is an absolutely free mobile app on Play Store and Apple Store. And then see how human values help you to take decisions. Like Swami Vivekananda said in one of his books that there are many human values: courage, freedom, truth, non-violence. He says, don't try to live all those human values. Pick one human value and put your blood, sweat and tears into it and live that in every word and action that you do. And I decided to pick unselfishness as the human value. And then I had a dilemma, should I put ads in the app to make revenue? But then I said that on one hand I'm asking you to read, and on the other hand I'm distracting you by flashing ads? No. My conscience did not allow me to do so. There are no irritating ads, no subscription model, no donation button. And today, more than 15 lakh enthusiastic readers are part of this mission called Make India Read. One night, I got a call from a young girl at 11 o'clock. And she said, Amrut, your voice is so awesome. I listened to all your booklets. Wow, I just love all your booklets. रात को 11 बजे मेरे साथ flirt कर रही है क्या? So even I decided to pull her leg, and I said that, why do you always listen? You can at times read also. Booklet app has got both text and audio. You know what she said? She said, Amrut, I am blind. I can't read because I can't see. And I got goosebumps all over my body that, oh my God, how could I not think that this could be a boon to such kind of people? I lost my mom 15 years ago, and she donated her eyes after her death. I think I'm luckier than her that somebody can read books through my eyes while I'm alive. What else can I expect from life? That is the power of social startup. Booklet Guy is not a celebrity. Booklet Guy is not a brand. Booklet Guy is a spirit that believes books can make us think differently. Reading habit can help us grow rich. And by rich, I do not mean only growing your bank balance, but rich in health, wealth, love, and happiness by making us empathetic humans. I strongly believe if I'm not reading, I'm not changing. And if I'm not changing, I'm not growing. And because of this strong belief, I have a burning desire to cultivate the habit of reading amongst the youth of India. In last seminar, one girl asked me, do you fear somebody will steal your idea and become bigger than your mission? I said, it is like asking Gandhiji, do you fear if somebody steals your idea of Satya and Ahimsa? Right? It's not a strategy, it's an ideology. The name of the mission is Make India Read, full stop. It is not Make India Read on booklet app. Right? Whoever is reading right now at home is also part of my mission. I'm not here to promote booklet app as such. APJ Abdul Kalam talked about his dream in one of his books called India 2020 to see India as a developed nation. And I believe mission Make India Read is one step towards making his dream come true. In fact, I pity the young American. He doesn't have a chance to make his motherland a developed nation, but we do. So let's hurry up. Thank you so much and happy reading.